that kind of stuff squared away and
Yeah.
having everything else. I
want to make sure I'm being a good person to others because it's...
At AMSA to prepare themselves and...
shout out to my parents.
You're going for you over at AMSA so far.
It's basically the same.
Who's helped you get to this point? Who means the most to you?
Like my girl. Like I literally love her with my whole heart.
What's going on? Matt Besachio here for WMCT-TV and WMCT Sports, and welcome back for another episode of the Senior Spotlight Show, where we bring different student athletes from different athletic programs throughout the city of Marlborough. We bring them here in studio, and we introduce them to you. And today, our guests are the senior captains from the Marlborough High AMSA Boys Hockey Co-op. We've got Anthony Tramontozzi, we've got Hunter Hatstat, and we've got Thomas Massalski. And guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Now, the Panther hockey team, great regular season. They finished 15-4-1, which is good enough for the Midwalk B regular season championship. They ended up with the 8th seed in the D3 state tournament, and they were able to survive their first round of 32 match against Diamond Regional on Friday. But before we talk about the team or their experiences with the Panther Hockey Club throughout their years, we're going to talk about school for a little bit. So, Anthony, we'll start with you. You know, after being at AMSA for nearly 6 years, you've just got a few months left. So how's senior year gone for you up to this point?
It's definitely been easier this year compared to the last couple of years. I mean, I find senior year pretty relaxing right now, which is really relieving since I've been at AMSA for so long. It's been 6 years now. It was before COVID even started, I was there. But it's been a fun ride. I like it there.
So you got most of the hard work done junior year. Now it's kind of just laying back and just kind of cruising for these last few months before graduation.
Yeah, pretty much just figuring out college stuff now.
Very good, very good. Now, not necessarily where you might want to go, but what would you want to study at the next level?
I'm gonna major in finance.
Okay, that's cool. Any particular motivation for that, or experiences otherwise that that helped you to make that decision?
It just interests me the most, so I find it fascinating.
All right, very good, very good. Hunter, how's it going?
Pretty good, yeah.
Good.
This year's definitely been easier, like you said. But yeah, a lot of memories at the school, so it's pretty crazy how fast it's going by. And this year doesn't have a lot of time left, so just trying to enjoy it while it's there.
Yeah, you have grades, K through 12. You've basically spent half of that at one place, so there must be a lot of emotional connections that you have with the place, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Any specific events going on for the rest of the year that you're looking forward to, aside from graduation, that is?
I would say lacrosse season coming up soon too. That's a big thing I'm looking forward to. So
very nice, and hopefully after a nice long winter that it's been, it'll be a nice spring that we can look forward to some nice lacrosse highlights from you. Very cool, Very cool. And Thomas, how's it going?
It's good.
Good. How's senior year gone for you to this point?
I'd say it's going pretty good. Couple AP classes, but other than that, it's pretty easy compared. Been there since 6th grade. Hockey team, 4 years. It feels like I was just a freshman.
Very nice. What about plans for after graduation?
Yeah, I'm looking at college. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, but something like business, engineering, something like that.
All right. What are the AP classes that you're taking?
Well, Anthony and I, we take AP Psych together,
cool.
And then AP Macroeconomics and AP Statistics. So
cool.
Yeah.
Now, as far as psychology goes, what have you learned what have you learned about yourself taking a class like that? I'm sure it kind of makes you think about life kind of differently, having taken something like that. So what about yourself do you think that you've learned having taken that class?
Yeah, I would say it gives you a greater perspective, on yourself and other people, and how other people interact and how they interact and why they interact with other people.
All right, very nice. Now, Anthony, you're taking AP classes, you're playing multiple sports, doing it all at a pretty high level. Now, you're saying that this year was a little bit easier than last, but there's still obviously stresses out there all the time. So it's an interesting thing for me, talking to high school age students, in 2025, 2026, where there's more distractions and stresses than there have ever been. So in that world that you live in, how do you try to decompress or try to limit stress?
I try to stay away from my phone at times if I need to. If I have something to study for, I usually study for it. I won't go on my phone. But it's all about time management, especially during hockey season, baseball season, and golf. I usually just try my best to be on time with things, get things in on time, and be ready to go for whatever happens the next day.
Yeah. Do you find that sports in general is kind of a nice, outlet to kind of get away from the stresses of school and schoolwork and things like
definitely. It's always relieving to be out playing with these guys. I can't believe I've played with them for 4 years now. It's always a great time going on the ice with them.
I bet. Now, Hunter, what about you? You've been at AMSTA for years and years now. It's a really challenging academic environment. I'm sure it's very competitive. So between all the different things that you have going on, what do you like to do to try to alleviate stress?
Yeah, I would say probably sports is like the biggest thing. Like when I'm out on the ice or out on the field, like I'm not thinking about anything else. It's like nothing else in your mind matters. Like you're just focused on the sport, and that's all. Like it just clears your mind pretty much. Like that's all you really care about, which is, I think that's really important.
It's an important thing to be able to have different things in life that can distract you from some of the negativity that's really out there. So very good, very good. Now, Thomas, what about you? Anything that you like to do? Maybe like listen to music, be artistic. And is there anything that you like to do to alleviate stress?
I would say mainly just sports. A lot of OB, our coach emphasizes a lot of the time. This should be like your favorite part of the day. Like you should be looking forward to practice, and we are. After a long school day, busy work. It's nice to go on the ice with the boys and just have fun.
Absolutely. These moments are fleeting, so it's great that you guys get to enjoy these times together. Now, Hunter, you get to this point, and you've gone through all these different things that have popped up. If you could go back and give your freshman or sophomore self a piece of advice, or maybe a younger underclassman friend that you might have a piece of advice, what would you give them?
I would give them, you might take school for granted sometimes, but everything that you learn, it definitely has value to it. And just enjoy it while it lasts, because it only lasts so long. Like as a freshman, you don't expect senior year to come so fast, but once it's here, it just doesn't even feel real. Like this is the end of your high school career, and it goes by so fast. So just enjoy it while it lasts.
It's very good advice. Anthony, what about you?
I would agree with Hunter. I mean, at times when you're like a freshman, like, oh, I have 4 years, like, wow, time's moving so slow. But now I'm a senior and I'm so close to graduating. Like, just trying to take some moments growing up and see like the fun of like everything. Don't take it for granted.
Yeah, sure. Because just as quickly as this time has gone by, the early 20s, mid-20s go by just as quick because you're just as busy and things become more important and more stressful. But that's a good answer too. But what about you, Thomas? What kind of advice would you give to yourself, a younger version of yourself, or maybe a younger friend?
I would just say enjoy the process, enjoy your time and what you're doing, and don't, like what they said, don't take it for granted, because it goes by fast.
Yeah, just try to do the best you can to stay as present as possible, right? Very nice. All right, well, it's enough with school. Let's talk about sports now. So Anthony, you've been playing under Coach OB for years now. What's it been like to play under him?
It's a lot of fun. Sometimes it's a little stressful, but he's always there for us, and he's always doing the right thing, coaching us, making sure we're prepared for games, getting us going. So can't thank him enough. It's been an unbelievable 4 years. I'm so grateful for it.
So Hunter, what would you describe his coaching style as?
I would describe his coaching style as very straightforward. Like, he tells guys what they need to do and how they need to do it and what they need to do to fix it. And I think that's very important for the team because, it lets guys know and it makes them take accountability for how they play and their actions. So I think that's a good life lesson and a good lesson for sports. Absolutely. There's nothing else that you want from your boss or supervisor than just to be straight up, straightforward, and just to let you know where you stand. That's really cool. Now, Thomas, what about maybe a favorite memory that you have over your years playing for OB?
It's like one time, I forget what team we were playing, but it was like, Ethan Gow, scored the game winner, last playoff game. He like
Heck of a shot, by the way. Just unbelievable angle he was able to score that on. But go ahead.
Yeah, but this shot was like his first goal, and it was more of a wiffle ball shot from like the point. And like coach comes in the locker room, he's like, "You see Gau's shot? Like shoot any time on this goalie. You know, anything can go in on this goalie." And you know, the whole locker room's like laughing. So
yeah, just trying to make it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
In the heat of competition, just trying to make it a little bit more light-hearted, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Now, all of you guys, senior captains, right? You know, so Hunter, what is it, or what did it mean to you when you were named a senior, or when you were named a captain, I should say?
It was kind of a little bit nervous at first because I didn't really know how to handle it, but I took pride in it, and I really I felt like a responsibility for the team, and I kind of felt honored too to be an important part of the program that I've been along with for so long. So
that's cool. How would you say you lead? What's your leadership style?
I would say I'm more like vocal to guys. Like I kind of talk to people a lot more.
And now, Anthony, you know, also being a senior captain, what was that moment like for you, finding out that you were going to be a leader of the team?
Like Hunter said, it was very nerve-wracking at first. I mean, a lot of responsibility comes at you quick, but I knew from prior seniors and also those captains that we had our sophomore year that I could do it, and they showed me what it meant to be a captain of this team.
Now, that kind of brings up my next question. So, you know, you were able to learn different things from prior leadership groups. Was there a special teammate that you can remember from years past that really helped show you the way?
I don't think there's like somebody like individually, but like everybody from my sophomore year, I'd say there was like 10 seniors. Like each of those guys played an important role in helping me develop leadership skills and just a lot of things that I brought forth this year and last.
Very nice. Thomas, what about you? How about, you know, you're finding out that you're a captain and what that moment meant to you?
Yeah, so you know, junior captain, there wasn't all three of us. You know, junior captains wasn't like the usual for Marlborough, but you know, we were a young team that year, and we needed some leadership to step up. So I think it was new for all of us. But yeah, you know, I felt like last year was kind of like a learning year for everyone and the captains, and I think we took what we learned last year, what worked, what didn't, and then we used it this year to succeed.
Very nice. And are there any former teammates of yours that you'd like to maybe, you know, recognize as somebody that helped you kind of develop into the leader and captain that you are now?
Yeah, there's a couple of guys. I'd say Skillins, Luke Schwartz, Luke Massey, you know, a couple of good guys, you know, on and off the ice, you know, just there to help you out. Very
nice. All right, so you guys have a playoff game, the round of 16 playoff game tomorrow night, 6:30, Navin Arena. So Hunter, what you guys, you know, gave up 5 goals. It wasn't the cleanest performance that you probably had all year. So what are you guys going to have to do to improve upon that so that way you can advance to the Elite Eight?
I would say, you know, we just got to clean up our game definitely from the last game. We haven't really left the slot open that much in a game before, so we definitely have to clean that up. But I think the biggest thing is we just have to come out and play our game right off the bat, all 45 minutes. We just have to be ready to go, and I think that's the biggest thing for us is just playing our game.
And now, as you're a defenseman?
Yeah.
Now, that's got to be something that you take kind of personally too, because, you know, when you see a box score, you see 5 goals, sometimes you can just look right at the goalie and be like, oh, he kind of had an off night.
Yeah.
But do you take responsibility in nights like that? Do you see it as more of the defenseman's fault in front of the goalie? Is that how you would see it, or?
Yeah, I would definitely see it that way, especially the last game. Me and my defensive partner, Ethan Gow, definitely had a rough game, but you know, we battled back and we ended up with the win, so we can't really complain about that, but we definitely have to clean up our game. And like I said before, like Coach OB too, he teaches us to take accountability for what we do, and we definitely made mistakes, and that's not all on the goalie either. So, yeah,
of course. And now you can turn, you know, bad possessions offensively into easy scoring opportunities for the other side. So, Anthony, anything on the offensive side, even though you guys did score 6 goals, anything that maybe you guys can improve upon going into the next game?
I think that as a team, we can definitely do better against shots in the net. I know we had 6 goals, but there was times where we should have shot the puck and should have hit the net. Stuff like that I think we can improve on. There's always something we can improve on offensively.
Okay. Very nice. Thomas, what about you? Anything maybe from your particular performance in the last game that you want to try to change and do better on going into the next one?
Yeah, I think the whole team just needs to come out ready from the start, more physical. I think that's what took us by surprise last game. They just came more physical than us, more ready at the start, and they were ready. They were hungry. I think more our line. I think usually our line's the one who scores and gets a lot of the points, but it was nice for the other two lines to step up and get the points when it counted. So I think we just need to do our part and get more points.
Great answers, guys. Thanks for that. All right, so now we transition to the quote portion of the interview, where I have quotes from their coach, Coach OB, and then from their athletic director, Pete Jones, who was their athletic director over at AMSA as well. So, Hunter, we'll start with you. And Coach O'Brien says, Hunter is a team-first player. He volunteered to play defense for us last year. He made that sacrifice to help the team, and we have benefited as a group from it. Hunter has transformed himself into a very reliable defenseman. And then Mr. Jones. Hunter brings a work ethic and grit to our team that every organization needs. Nobody is going to outwork Hunter or care about the team's success. He is a very coachable student athlete, and that has helped him earn everything he's achieved in hockey and lacrosse. He has learned, grown, and worked himself into a very good high school hockey player. There's a discipline and resilience to the way he plays that has helped our defense immensely this year. A tremendous young person as well. So when you hear things like this from people who have seen you grow over the course of time, how does that make you feel?
That definitely makes me feel really good to see my coach and my athletic director talk about me that way. And it makes me appreciate all the hard work that I've put in over the years, and them showing up for me and coaching me the way that they did, and it means a lot to come from where I did as a freshman to where I am now. And all that I've accomplished over the years really makes me feel pride for the team and what we've accomplished.
And being somebody that, was more an offensive player for so long, to transition this late in your hockey career and to be able to do that at a competent level, speaks to your unselfishness and your ability to learn on the fly. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Anthony? Coach O'Brien says, Anthony is a great example to younger players that might not be playing as much as they would like. Anthony has made the most of every opportunity that has come his way, and he is the one that has earned it. Anthony has developed into a talented goal scorer. And Mr. Jones? Anthony's uncle and father were on some outstanding Panther hockey teams, and I'm happy that the 2026 team that Anthony is helping captain is also turning in a fantastic and memorable season. He's just a tremendous young man, and I was so lucky to have a student athlete of his character represent me as an athletic director for 3 seasons a year. Anthony's talent on the ice is overshadowed only by his dependability, trustworthiness, and leadership. A very selfish, or selfless, I should say, player and person. The perfect choice to lead any team. Just that last sentence alone, that's got to be just so impactful.
Yeah, that means a lot. I'm very happy that both Mr. Jones and Obi said such nice things about me. I'm very happy that my hard work is shown and that they're praising it. And I'm just really happy they're doing that. So I want to appreciate them for that.
Very nice. And Tom? Coach OB says, Tom has grown into his role as a leader on the team. He has developed his game offensively, which has helped us greatly. Tom is a very talented two-way hockey player. There is no secret to this. Tom is an extremely hard worker and never gives up. And then Mr. Jones. Thomas is one of the fastest and finest hockey players that AMSA has had play for Marlborough. His speed and skill is matched by his toughness as well. If my son, I love this. If my son were to play hockey, I would want him to play like Thomas. He has a quiet, unassuming, humble way about him, and I think that's why he is chosen as captain. He's an easy guy to want to follow and emulate. Thomas is a truly fantastic player and an even better kid. How does that make you feel? I played some high school sports, not that great, but for you to have been with these guys for all these years and to have somebody see you like that, that's got to be tremendous.
Yeah, that's, I'm so thankful for both of them and, being there for me, supporting me, developing me. It's just nice that they see me in that light and, I appreciate them for all that they did and do. And yeah.
Very nice. Well, congratulations to you guys on just being outstanding members of the AMSA and Marlborough community. You guys have really made an impact. Good for you guys. But that now brings us to the last portion, or the shout-out portion of the interview, where these guys can take as little or as much time as they like to shout out different people in their lives that have helped them get to this point. So, Hunter, we'll start with you. Who would you like to shout out?
I would like to shout out my mom and dad, especially for all the time that they spent at the rink for me. And definitely hockey's a big sport to have your kid play, because there's, you're driving everywhere. You could be in New Hampshire one day, in Rhode Island the next. And my two siblings too. My parents are all over the place with them, so I really appreciate all four of them always being there for me. I know when I look down in the corner at every high school game, my parents are going to be there, and that means a lot to me. And I would also like to thank my coaches, because I wouldn't be here today without them, and I really appreciate everything that they've taught me.
Very nice. Anthony, how about you? Who would you like to shout out?
First, I'd like to shout out my coaches. They've helped develop me to be the person I am, but I'd like to shout out my parents as well. It takes a lot to be a parent of a hockey person. Those early days when we were freshmen and sophomores, I bet it wasn't easy for them driving us to morning practices, getting out of bed at like 5. So I'd really like to appreciate them for all the time they spent and all the equipment they've had to bought over the years.
I bet that's really nice. Thank you. And Tom, how about you?
Yeah, first I'd like to start off by thanking my mom for everything she does and continues to do, all the driving, all the money spent, all the equipment bought. My number one supporter. My brother, I'd like to thank him just coming to my games. I know a lot of the time he doesn't want to, but appreciate it. My grandmother, my uncles, my cousins, all my extended family, thank you. I'd like to thank Coach OB and Coach Pratt for, helping developing me, giving me the opportunity to play. My club coaches, Coach LaRue and Nairnowich, I'd like to thank you for developing me too. Yeah.
Very nice. That was very well said, guys. Thank you very much for that. I'm sure the people that will hear this are going to be very happy too. So, very nice. All right, well, guys, that is going to wrap up this episode of the Senior Spotlight Show. This episode, along with all of the other episodes that we've done over the 3+ years now that we've been doing it, are going to be available on Facebook, YouTube. It's also going to be available on our website, WMCT-TV.com. And the audio version of this is also going to be uploaded to Spotify. So if you're driving around and you want to listen to this interview, you can do that as well. So once again, for Anthony and Hunter and Thomas, guys, thank you so much for being here, and best of luck tomorrow against Essex North.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Well, that'll do it. I'm Matt Besachio, and we'll see you next time on the Senior Spotlight Show.